Welcome back, everybody, to the Bread Animation YouTube channel. Today is episode 14 of our Pokemon Heart and Soul Hardcore Nuzlocke playthrough, and today we are going to be getting through the Victory Road, Route 26, and the Toho Falls. Obviously, I just said those out of order, but Toho Falls first, then Route 27, and then Victory Road. Then after the episode, I think we might do a separate bonus episode. I know the past couple times we've tagged on the Elite Four prep onto it, but I think this time it's going to be something different. And then in the next episode, we should be taking on the Pokemon League and just continuing our way on. So if you guys are excited for this series, please leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Let's go ahead and get going. All right, so I think we just go over here. And okay, this is 27. I don't think I have any Pokemon on 27 at this point. Because I can't even get over there, right? Because this, yeah, it just does that. So I think I just need to, I'm gonna go no, because I actually do want to get in Toho Falls. There's nothing I can get. I can get a Sea King with the Super Rod, actually. I could actually get it with the Surf as well. Oh, I guess I have the Goldeen. Okay. That's fine. We'll catch the Goldeen. I don't know. It doesn't really matter. Let's go ahead and catch this then. Sweet, first try. And to be honest, I'm not going to name this thing. I'm not going to use it. Nice, so then now let's repel. And I should have enough. We are going to have a rival battle as well coming up. But that's not until the Victory Road, and I think Toho Falls should be pretty simple, I think. Okay, now here, let me, I need to read this, because I think if I go down in that little section, yeah, so I definitely don't want to go there. I think I want to go up here. Nope, I definitely don't want to do that. Wait a sec. Okay, yeah. This is what I want to do. For sure. Okay, yep. Okay, so that's fine. I don't need to necessarily do that. Is there anything? This gives me Sandstorm. Might as well get that. I don't know if that, if I'm ever going to use that, but whatever. Might as well. Now, okay. I definitely want another. Okay. That could be helpful. Now, in Route 27, there's actually, you could get a Cyndaquil or a Chikorita here as well. I obviously already have, okay, he kind of came out of nowhere. I obviously already have those things. Or, the Chikorita could be nice, actually. The Cyndaquil, obviously I can't catch that. There's also Arbok, which I could get. Dodrio, though, is obvious, like the big one here, and I don't really have anything. Isn't fighting super effective? I think it is. Let's see what we can do here. Oh gosh! All right. Yeah, it is. Yeah, we'll do this. And I still don't have anything for a fire type move at this point. Which this would be another thing. Okay, good. Voice kind of cracked there. I don't know if that came through in the thing. So here's the problem: is I don't have anything for. Uh-oh. Okay, I've gotten to go 3 times with this paralyzed. I haven't been paralyzed once. Just a little concerning. I was gonna say revenge is probably super effective. Nice. And we should try. If I was playing a knight, that would actually be the better way to do this. But obviously, well, not obviously, but I do record these in the middle of the day, so I can't just come back and do it in the night. I guess I could change the time, but it seems like a lot of work. So let's run into a Pokemon here, and then this will be our Route 27 encounter. Once I might have to get rid of the repel or whatever. Let's see what this is. Okay, that doesn't help us at all. Suppose we could see if there's anything down here. A ton of grass. Holy cow! Has this always been there? Okay, solar beam, that's helpful. No. Alright, so let's run into this then. Whatever this is. Okay. Not really what I wanted, but, you know, that's how these work, obviously. So, this one we definitely do want to catch. And let's Thunder Wave it. This could actually be a decent one to bring into the Elite Four. Nice. There we go. Okay, nice. Okay, so that must be the level tack, or the level cap there. Let's call this thing. Heads. Perfect. And then I think that right there is Route 26. Is there anything for here I can do? I don't think I can get through here yet. Okay, obviously we just caught that. Oh, and I need to level up for sure. Okay, this is Route 26. So we should try to catch something here. Okay, we already have an Arbok now. I'm looking to see. It's either going to be a Charmander or a Bulbasaur are our 2 encounters here that we can get, actually. So let's hope for the Charmander. Because the other ones are a Rapidash, a Ponyta, this Arbok. So this could be big, actually. So I'll cut back in once we run into one of those things. Alright, I tried that for a bit and I couldn't run into anything. I'm going to actually switch out some Pokemon here, and then let's heal up just because I did not catch anything yet. I'll probably come back to it. I think we are able to actually heal up here, but we are going to have to face a few people just before. So let's go and actually run. See, there's the Charmander right there that I can catch. We'll see if we run into it here. Nope. But there should be a house up here that I can heal up in. Okay. I don't know if I'm going crazy here. Okay, that must be the house then. Let's heal up, I suppose. No, nobody's in here. Is this right then? Okay, this must be. I think I'm a little turned around here. Okay, I would have had to go back then. Okay, interesting. All right, so we'll run around. Am I just... Okay, that's 27. And just so I am sure to not run in to something here. I don't think there's any, like, items or anything over here. It's just kind of... Yeah, there's 27. Okay, and that's where it came from. Interesting. All right, so let's get back up there. Now, I don't know if this person... Let me read this really quick. No, that's Psychic guy. I don't need him. I think I do want to actually switch back to Jelly based on potentially what's coming up here. Okay, there's... Okay. He has some range. It must be this house then. This guy should have a Victory Bell, Flareon, Dragonair, Kingler, Donphan. I should be okay here. Yeah, it does. It is level 50 though. That's the kind of issue. So we'll see how Ice Beam does here. Nice. Okay, that's good. Surf should be pretty easy on this thing. I guess Ice Beam was as well, but I'd rather go Stab if I can. Okay, it's annoying. Really annoying. Although I guess I'm getting the level cap anyway. The other thing I could do, I realized, is I can evolve my Dragonairs into Dragonite at this point, which could be helpful. Again, I know we're going to have a rival battle coming up, but I'm trying to just kind of... Well, okay, that's Kingler. I kind of misthought of this. All right, let's go Jolteon here. Perfect. Thunderbolt. Okay, that's fine. Whatever. I should have read that though. However, that's all good. And then this should be Flareon. All right. Just to be safe, let's go back into Jelly here. Okay. Now, in here, there should be a heal up. Yep, perfect. And then I definitely want to get whatever these berries are. I don't know off the top of my head. Cool. And then I think the victory... Let's save just quickly. I don't know. I'm getting a little... I don't know where the rival battle happens, and I definitely want to make sure. I think there's a gate, though. Am I going crazy here? No. Let's go no. Is there a reason I can't go with these other steps? Ah, that's fine. All right, so that will get Victory Road. So let's actually go through here, and let's look for, like, the encounter here. Okay, there's the Bulbasaur. That actually didn't take too long. Obviously, I would have preferred... the Charmander. Definitely would have preferred the Charmander. Alright, I think we just start throwing stuff at it. Can't really do anything for it. Nice, first try. Although Bulbasaur is my favorite first gen starter. However, again, I just don't have any sort of like grass type or fire type. Let's call this thing, or yeah, grass or flower. Let's go flower. Nice, so then, now we can finally head up. I think I want to go this based on... Actually, I want Jolteon. We should be okay in terms of... Watch me run into a Charmander. Nope, okay. That's... I would have felt bad if I actually did. Oh, I was hitting the quick run there. Yeah, that didn't work, so... Sweet, so let's get up to the Victory Road then. And I think I already ran past this person first, so... Person, there's no way, yep. Okay, and they should have a Blastoise, Jumpluff, Raichu, Tauros, and Rhydon. These are really... Oh wait, this is a Cloyster, okay. I must have been misreading this. Okay, this should be easy, obviously. Another Thunderbolt. Alright, now the issue, of course, is what do? I think I go into Jelly here. Okay, obviously not great, but not the worst thing in the world. It will also have a, looks like, again, a Jolteon and an Alakazam. Shoot, problem is, a Psychic is definitely happening here, so can I just, like, Sludge Bomb or Surf it? And just hope I take it out? I'm pretty high leveled. Okay, if I can eat one... Okay, okay. I think... what we do... Shoot, I don't really have anything. Psychic's super effective against that. Why don't we go Dino? Dino should be able to eat it a little bit better. Problem is, it's going to have a Jolteon next. Jolteon's obviously super effective against this. I don't have any great rock-type moves. Rock's not super effective, is it? Let's just see if we can Hyper Beam it. How did it do that? Are you kidding me? I guess it is, like, special. It just seems like it should have taken that out. What do I know, though? Alright, now let's definitely go back down here, though, because I'd rather heal up and get everything restored than, you know, go through the potions and all that stuff. So let's do this, and then I will run back up there. So finally it should be a Blastoise, a Jumpluff, which again I don't really have anything for, a Raichu, which I don't really have anything for, a Tauros, which I do have stuff for, and then a Rhydon, which obviously I have stuff for. However, looks like I just got through there. Okay, so this should be So I got everyone. Probably can't go through this way, can I? Yeah. Alright, so that's Victory Road. Let me quickly look up where I need to go. Okay, so the final battle is at the very end of this. So what the rival is going to have is an Ursaring, a Golbat, a Victory Bell, Houndoom, Feraligatr, and a Tyranitar. I should be okay with my Pokemon. Yeah. So let's just get through Victory Road then. Now, there's not a whole lot of... Actually, there's nothing... An HP up would be the only real thing, but I can always, buy those. So there's not a whole lot of stuff I actually need to do. Let's actually save just because... Alright, so let's see if I can figure this out. I'm gonna guess this way. Might as well get this for here. So I didn't go to the left there. I'm assuming this is the way. This might actually not be the way, but whatever. Okay, and actually, just because I don't remember exactly where it is, let's switch and put, actually we do have a Pokemon as well that we can catch in here. And I'm on, I guess, the second level. So right now it's a Golem, which I can't get, a Rhydon, which I could get, Donphin, Golbat, no. So it's basically a Steelix, an Onix, Donphan, or a Rhydon I could get. There's no real benefit of like changing levels or worrying about that based on these, so we'll just cut through here. But we'll be sure to... Okay, that I can't get to. Guess we're gonna go no here, so this will be our encounter. Okay, it is a Rhydon. Perfect. It's level 42 though. Alright, I think what we have to do is let's go Jelly. Let's see what kind of moves it does first. Horn Drill is scary. If it Horn Drills me, I'm dead, right? Let's look this up, because I don't know if it's worth it. It's got a 30% accuracy, but it fails if the target at a higher level. Okay, so I should be okay then, if I'm reading this right. So I should be okay? I'm just going to start throwing stuff at it. Oh. That's right. Okay, then I can just run here. Okay. So I think that's okay. Okay, and I can't catch anything here. So then that actually means I'm guaranteed a Donphan or an Onix or a Steelix, I think. Okay, so it might be... Yep, so it is Onix. All right. That's fine. Let's switch to Jelly again, just because I probably have a little more defense on it. Good move. And yeah, let's just start throwing stuff. Okay, there we go. And let's name this thing... Rocky. And of course it's level and our heal up here. Super potion or hyper potion is great. And actually, I can repel again. Perfect. Just need to figure out the way to go here. I think... I have no idea where I'm going. I think this is the way I ultimately need to go. Wait a sec. Is this right? Can't be right, right? Okay, I obviously need to push, like... Is this the one where you gotta push the balls places? I wonder if it is. Okay, so I should be careful not to move that one all the way. Okay, full restore. Is there anything down here? There's not. So why is that there? Okay, so this is the third level. I'm gonna save. I just don't remember where, again, where the rival battle is. I want to get up there. I feel like I'm missing something here. I definitely am. I'm gonna have to push some items in here, aren't I? Might as well get this for here. Okay, there's the max ether. Is there... I feel like there's something... Okay, so you can't just fall into this. Okay, got it. Okay, that's fine. Okay, so now I'm supposed to get up here. Okay, this is back here where I got. I might as well smash all these rocks. Actually, that's just a rare candy, so I don't need to worry about that. Okay, we're here. I wasn't I wasn't ready. But, right. Oh, shoot. No, I'm not ready. Not great. Because it's an Ursaring. However, it's only level 45, so I should be okay if I switch out here. I think we'll switch. Because I don't have the right Pokemon here. However, Double Kick is super effective. I just have not... I don't have a great thing. So let's go into hands here. Man, that came out of nowhere. I was not ready for that. Here we go. We should... Holy... How? Okay. I think we go straight Brick Break here and just hope that I'm strong enough. Yeah, I didn't want to mess with the priority move there. Oh man, scary. Alright, so next, well, we got a couple options here on all of these next ones. Golbat. I think what we'll do is let's go into Jelly, and then we'll go Ice Beam on it, because I also got a Victory Bell and a Houndoom, which I'm super effective against, so that's perfect. Ice Beam here. It's super susceptible to water-type moves. And this already being out is good. Alright, this is kind of their ace. I mean, it's the highest level. It doesn't really have anything that can do too much to me. I mean, that's not helpful. But let's surf here. I would imagine this knocks it. Yep, easy. Okay, and this should be pretty simple too. The Feraligatr, though, is what I'm going to need to switch into. We'll see if what it goes into. I bet it goes Victory Bell. Okay, it does go for... Interesting. Is it worth it to switch? Sludge Bomb is not anything to it. I think I switch here into Jolteon. Then it'll go Victory Bell. The problem with Victory Bell, of course, is it's grass type, so it could do some damage on me. So I think... Look at that. Wasn't necessarily great. The Thunderbolt here, and then we'll go Thunder Wave on the Victory Bell. And then we could switch back into Feraligatr, or not Feraligatr, back into Jelly, and just see. I mean, I'm 10 levels higher though, so I should be Definitely Thunder Wave, though. Okay. I think we switch. Perfect. Got this free quote, air quotes there, free switch. There we go. Okay. It's not the worst thing in the world. I know I was way higher than Silver was there, but... Nice, let's get out of here. And let's see. Okay, I wasn't sure if they were going to have a little thing. Sweet, so we are here at the Indigo Plateau. Let's level up for sure. Awesome. Now, we will obviously stop here for now. I think we need to... Well, let's just let's buy a few things that we'll probably need anyway. Yeah, let's get a lot of these. Awesome. And I don't think I need any of these things just because I've got them all. Sweet. Alright, so I am going to go ahead and call it quits here. However, I will continue on with my Elite Four prep right after this episode. So if you guys don't want to see that, then feel free to log off. But please like, comment, and subscribe. This was episode 14 of the Bright Animation Pokemon Heart and Soul Hardcore Nuzlocke playthrough. And next time we will be taking on the Elite Four and the Pokemon League champion. Alright everybody, so I'm cutting back in here. This is the second part of episode 14. I think when I left you last time, I was going to level up all of my Pokemon. It's a different way, or a different day of recording this actually, so we'll see how this edits together. But you can see we have a very different party here. We did get a Dragonite. We got the we got this guy as well. What is this? The Togekiss, duh. And we also got a Rhyperior. I'm not sure like who I'm gonna actually end up bringing. We also got the shiny Dragonite, which I did compare to the other one, and I think this is the one I'm actually going to use. Its special attack, it just had better stats rather than I thought. So we're probably going to use that. But since last time, I did go ahead and level these up. I haven't done any sort of move changing yet because I still am not entirely sure what I'm going to use. So if we go and look at my other team, Jolteon I think is going to be part of it. Gengar I think is going to be part of it as well. This was the other one. I don't know if I'm going to end up using this. I've actually thought about doing Dodrio also, just for some of their moves. Aerodactyl potentially. The rest of today's episode is really going to be around the Elite Four prep and just what I'm going to do here. So I think to start, what I'll do is actually put up on the screen, I'll go through all of the Elite Four members and what they're going to have. And then from there, we'll go through each of them and determine what Pokemon I want to pick, just kind of like what we've done in the past. So to start, it's Will. It's got the Girafarig, I think is how you pronounce it. This is all Dark-type Pokemon. Slowking, Espeon, Slowbro, and then Xatu. I don't know if I'm super concerned about this one. Right now, I'm actually kind of thinking we just go Gyarados and then just Dragon Dance the whole time. So like Dragon Dance on the Girafarig, and I need to figure out how to actually pronounce that. But the only problem with that is it does no Rock Smash, which I believe is super effective against Gyarados because it's flying type. But if I can get one or two of those up, I should be okay. Because also then Slowking can't really touch me. I mean, well, it can obviously touch me, but like there's nothing that's like I don't think, great. So that's kind of what I'm thinking now, just because Gyarados does know. Let's go back to, let's just stay in this, like, this thing. It does know Crunch, obviously, and with its 180 attack, I think I should be able to do decent amount of damage on it, just with raising the attack and speed. Like, I think I would be okay. And if anything, maybe I just do the... Yeah, that's kind of what I'm thinking. Because the Slowking, I guess it would depend on what they go into next, but the Slowking, if they go straight, like next Pokemon up, which they probably won't, they'll probably go Slowbro, because it also knows Rock Smash, but I think that's probably what I'm going to do. Like, as of now, that's my strategy there. So that means Gyarados is for sure in our party, like, no matter what. So next is going to be Koga, which is, again, the, I think, poison type, is that right? So Ariados, the, spider beetle type thing, Quillfish, Muck, Venomoth, and Crobat. I don't have any ground moves at this point, and that's kind of why Psychic would be the best. I don't really have a great Psychic type, but I'm thinking kind of Gengar actually in here. And then the other thing I was also thinking about is the Togekiss, which, so why don't we just go straight Gengar for the Rhyperior. Let's just see if we can just place it right there. Okay. Yes. So that seems to have worked, because the Gengar, obviously, well, maybe not obviously, but I can teach it Psychic. It does know Confuse Ray, and it also knows Dark moves, which could be good for Will as well, because they have Psychic type moves, all of them do, so it's probably not the best, unless I can make sure it's faster than him, which I think this Gengar is... Gosh, I'm just all over the place today. Yeah, it's got lower speed, so maybe I try to raise this speed attack, and then I should be able to, one-shot, I think, a lot of these things. So maybe that's actually what I do here as well. So that means that Gengar is also for sure in, which that's not super surprising. Okay, so now let's go back to Koga. So Koga then, I was thinking Gengar as well, and then I was also thinking the Togekiss, because I think... It's obviously Fairy. I think I can teach it Flamethrower. I think it can learn a decent amount of moves, so we might want to see what it can learn. But if anything, the Togekiss I might be using on later anyway for the Moonblast, because in our next Pokemon, there's a lot of Fairy type moves for fighting as well. So if we go on to the next trainer, Bruno, he has a Hitmonchan, a Heracross, a Hitmonlee, a Steelix, and a Machamp. The Steelix, I could go Fire on. I'm kind of thinking about teaching this Flamethrower as well. Togekiss, and yeah, I don't know. We're going to see. I also want to kind of teach it Agility, potentially, because it's got such... Although its speed is decent there, actually. It's got increased speed. So... we might... I think it's just honestly more of a coverage type move, but the Heracross for sure. Flying is obviously a quad, so we want to make sure we have a fly type move on Heracross, which Air Slash should be pretty good. I don't know if we have Aerial Ace, but we'll kind of see what happens there. Then next is Karen, which I believe Karen then is... What, Dark? Is that what this is? Yeah, so Umbreon, Gengar, which obviously isn't a Dark type Pokemon, Vileplume, Honchkrow, and Houndoom. Fairy could be good as well for the Umbreon, which might go back into Togekiss here. For the Gengar, we don't really have a great answer for, honestly. I could go back to the Gyarados. Vileplume, I could go Psychic on if I had the Gengar obviously out. Honchkrow, I don't really have a great answer for an Ice type move, which I'm going to need for my next Pokemon regardless. So that might be... So that's something I need to figure out for sure. So Togekiss for sure mark there. Well, so that might be that. So then finally is Lance, which Lance has a Gyarados, a Dragonite, a Charizard, a second Dragonite, which they have different like move sets. Obviously, I think that's pretty famous. One has the Fire Blast and Thunder, and the like other I mean, they have completely different move sets. Actually, he has three Dragonites. Okay, that's crazy. 2 no Thunder, 1 knows like Dragon Claw and Bounce. So we have a decent amount of things we can do. Part of me is thinking we try to go with my Dragonite here. It knows Dragon Dance, and I'm wondering if we teach it Ice Beam as well, and then that is like my answer, because Gyarados will obviously like a lot of these have quad weaknesses, especially like Charizard does with Rock. Actually, all of them have quad no, that's not true. All of them do not. The Aerodactyl does not have a quad weakness, because he also has, the Aerodactyl and then the Dragonites. But I think if I have an Ice-type move for this, like this guy has the Ice-type move, I should be able to Dragon Dance Gyarados at the beginning and potentially survive anything, and then I have increased speed on this guy, and then I should be able to then outspeed any Dragonite that he has. I probably won't be able to outspeed the Aerodactyl, but everything else I think I should be okay to go with at that point. So that means that Dragonite is in there, and that leaves me with 4 Pokemon, right? So I've got Gyarados, Gengar, so we should actually like make sure we get these in here. So these 4 right now are actually where we have them. So it's the Gyarados, let's move these first. We can make sure these are interesting. Okay, I feel like these are just, it's the Gyarados, the Dragonite, the Togekiss, the Gengar. And that pretty much gives us coverage with Ice if we can do it, Flying as well with this, Gengar with Psychic, and then that's kind of where we're at. So then now we're basically left with, there's 11 Pokemon that Rock is super effective with, and then Electric is the other one. And so I'm kind of thinking like, maybe what I do, which is funny that I wanted to move this, but I'm wondering if, oh gosh, we're gonna have a weird thing as well. Yeah, it's like I think we go back in here. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with my, I think we might need to yeah, we got the bad egg again. Okay, so let's I'll restart the emulation. Let's get this back. But I think we know the move. I think it's just like weird how it's so let's just like restart really quick. Yeah, so something weird is just going on. So let's go ahead and just swap out these Pokemon. I think it must be since I like leveled them up, but I did that all off camera obviously, so that's not super great. So let's move this guy for sure, because we know we're gonna bring him. Then, what was the other one? It was the Jolteon, I think. Actually, it might not be the Jolteon. Actually, no. It is the Jolteon. The real question is, do I want to go Tentacruel for my Ice-type moves? Or do I want to go, because this special attack is 118, or do I want to go with, can Poison help me? I don't know if Poison, there's actually no Pokemon that has Poison, so I don't know if Poison really helps me that much, to be honest. 137 and then 118 special attacks. Let's go and look at what Kingdra is. 117, 137. Okay, so my special attack is actually lower, so I would need to actually raise my speed and my ice there. The only benefit really would be 118, 137. See, I already forgot what it was. Let's look at this again. 118, so that's higher than 137. So this is slower than my Tentacruel, but I could raise my speed with some items as well. The only thing that this does, though, if I go with this setup right now, is I don't have any rock-type moves, and there's 11 Pokemon that have a weakness to rock. most of them are Koga. Every single one of Koga's is, which I think between the Gengar and Psychic, I should be okay there. The other rock type moves are Lance, basically, with all the flying. So I wonder if I don't necessarily need rock if I have electric and ice, because electric does a lot of damage as well, which would mean that this could be helpful. However, this is basically only good for Lance, which I think I'm actually okay with, actually. I think I might be okay with that. So this might be the team then. So I think first things first is let's actually go and get any items out of here. Let's start with that. Alright, so let's pull these all out. Yeah, that's fine. I don't think I really need any of these, but yeah, sure, why not? I think a lot of these are just kind of random things, but that's fine. The Mystic Water could be helpful for sure. The Beak could be helpful too. Growth Mulch, interesting. I don't even know what that does. And I don't think there's any, yeah, I think they like reset your items. All right, so now what we should do is let's go and look at our TMs first. So for sure, we're gonna need Ice Beam. So let's use this and let's see what can learn Ice Beam. Dragon, definitely we wanna teach Ice Beam. And I'm thinking for sure we get rid of Smokescreen. And then for sure we're also gonna wanna do Dragonite. Here, I'm thinking right now we start with Wing Attack. I think that's it for there. Now let's look at Thunderbolts. Actually, no. Let's go Psychic, because we know we're going to give Psychic back to Ghost here. So I think Thunderbolt, we could always relearn it. Confuse Ray could be helpful. That's the problem. The only question would be Dark Pulse obviously helps us. I don't know if we need Thunderbolt right now here. Unless we wanted to teach it Psychic later, like that could be useful. But I think for now we replace it with Thunderbolt. Because we can always reteach things. I don't think there's anything else that needs to know Psychic. Flamethrower for sure. We want to teach to Egg. And right now, I'm thinking we get rid of Yawn. Ancient Power. Moonblast we want to keep. Air Slash we probably want to keep as well. Yawn could be helpful. I think we get rid of Ancient Power just because we have enough other coverage, if you will. So that's that. The other thing we for sure want to get rid of is we want to use some Surf here where we can. So Dragon for sure. We want to learn Surf. Or Bubble Beam. And actually, I think that might be. I think that might be it right now. There's another one up here. It was. Wait a sec. I feel like I'm messing up here because I thought. All right, let's look at all these. Let's see what we need to change. So this one right now, okay, this knows Agility. I don't know if this can learn Dragon Dance. Maybe it does by level up, but right now it doesn't obviously know that, which isn't good. Although it does know speed, so that obviously is helpful. Gyarados right now, the only thing I can think of changing is like potentially changing out strength. But strength at least is a physical move, which obviously is helpful, and it's probably more helpful than electric at this point, I would think. So this knows Ice Beam, Dragon Dance, which that's going to be helpful. I'm wondering if I teach this an electric type move. So maybe this knows Thunderbolt. I don't know if I have Thunder Wave as an option. Just Thunderbolt. And that's Thunder, okay. So I actually don't, which is a little interesting. So maybe I do want to keep that for now. I just don't know when that would be helpful to have. Yeah. It might not be. It honestly might be more helpful to have Thunderbolt versus Thunder Wave. The Bruno one I'm a little actually interested in because I don't have anything... Well, I have Fire. Yeah. Fire, Psychic, Fairy. I guess I have enough coverage there, so that should be okay. I think for now we keep that. Because that was Dragonite. This one, I kind of thought I could teach it Agility to increase its speed, but its speed is actually pretty good here. And these are all special type moves. So I think for now that's okay, actually. And then Ghost. Ghost we already looked at. This, the only thing... Bug isn't super helpful here, so I wonder if I could teach it like Toxic or something. Well, no, that actually isn't helpful either. Bug actually isn't great either in this Elite Four. There's only 5 Pokemon. I wonder if I can teach it like a rock move. I don't even know if I have a rock move. Do I have Earthquake? Earthquake. Yeah, I don't have Earthquake. That's interesting. I thought I did have Earthquake. Okay. Dig. Oh wait, Brick Break is fighting type. Okay, so I should be... Oh wait, no, I was thinking Rock Smash for the other one. Okay. Yeah, I don't really have anything... Sludge Bomb. Can Jolteon learn Sludge Bomb? I don't know if that would be... No, it can't. Okay. Is Sludge Bomb better for Ghost? Dark Pulse, Shadow Bomb. I think Confuse Ray could be helpful. Because I would get Stab bonus there. I don't get Stab bonus on Dark Pulse, but right now that's a better coverage move. I think for now, this might be all we need to do here. So let's save this just because we had some weird things going on. And then what I think I'm going to do is I'll go in and actually add some of the like items and stuff in here. Like the, I did go ahead and buy a lot of these. I haven't actually like applied them yet. And I also got a ton of full restores as well. That's mostly for well, that's obviously for after, but I did go ahead and, oh wait, we should give these things also. So definitely we want, I think, Never Melt Ice there. Black Glasses. We want to give this to this. And actually, I think what we want to do is give the Never Melt Ice to Dragonite. I think we should give the... here's what I'm talking about, all of these things. I think we should give the Mystic Water to Dragon. I think we should give the... I probably don't have anything for like Psychic, do I? Should probably give this to Togekiss, just because it knows Flamethrower. Just Pokemon, sure. that changes it. Yeah, I don't have the... It lowers the foe's accuracy. Interesting. Yeah, I don't have anything for, like, the last two, right? Which are, for items, it's... Yeah. Oh, wait. Jolteon already has the magnet, right? So that's okay. It's really just Ghost. Yeah, magnet right there. And then it has an Oranberry. So I wonder if, and we can always change these out to, is there a different berry I could give it? But I think the Oran is the best one. No, that's not the best one. It's this one I want to give. All right. Now, I've kind of made a rule for myself before this first time. So obviously you can kind of cap out on some of these items. Let me go back to them. You can only give... Wait, what does the smoke ball do? Okay, that's for that. Got it. And then these just don't necessarily... Dragon-type moves. I'm not using any Dragon-type moves. Yeah. Okay. But for all of these, obviously you can only do so much. So I can't... I kind of have a rule, or I've implemented a rule for this first time around, that I'm only going to be able to do 10 of them per Pokemon. I did go ahead and do this for... Oh, which one did I add this to? The special attack. I don't remember. I think it was my second Dragonite that I did, and then I ended up not using it. So these actually haven't been applied. And the second... I must have used it for something else as well. But I'll go ahead and apply these to start. And then we will... I'll cut back in once that's done. But I think I'm going to go ahead and apply these speed to all of them. For the 10 that I can do. So I'll cut back in when that's done. So we did go ahead and apply those, and it did let me do a little bit more than 10 actually, which is, I think, probably a part with the ROM hack, but that does mean that I did not apply anything else to these. So let's go ahead and fly back. I don't know if I mentioned it at the start, but I am actually in, what is it, Goldenrod? Is that, yeah, Goldenrod. So let's fly back to the Elite Four. Because I do think this is going to be the team. As I have mentioned previously, if I end up losing, I will obviously save prior to going in, but if we end up losing, I will go ahead and restart and continue on. Obviously the Nuzlocke will be, done, and I technically will not have won it at that point, but this will we will go Gyarados first. Oh, and I also need to level some of these up because they need to go up to level 56. That's the other thing that I actually noticed is it is based on the lances, which is a little different than how I usually do it. But obviously, it's just how this game's level cap is working. So it's kind of all we can do here at this point. But yeah, so I think for now I'm gonna go ahead and save this, and then we will cut back in at the start of the next episode. This will be the end of the episode. And we will take on the Elite Four and the Pokemon League next time. So if you guys have enjoyed this episode, please leave a like, comment, and subscribe. And I will see everybody in episode 15 when we take on the Pokemon League.